Some people pass through our lives quietly. They don't announce themselves. They don't ask to be noticed. They just show up and help. Kishan was one of those people. Not rich, not powerful, just present. And sometimes that is enough to change everything. Kishan lived in a small town where everyone knew everyone, and where everyone knew who was struggling. He did odd jobs, carried bags, helped in shops, cleaned, lifted, arranged, fixed. Sometimes people paid him with a little money, sometimes with food, sometimes with nothing at all. Kishan never complained. He never asked for more. He took what was given and moved on. It wasn't charity. It wasn't pride. It was just the way he lived. On one corner of the street was an old watch repair shop. Small, quiet, with a faded sign and a glass counter scratched by time. The man who owned it was old. His hands trembled when he worked. His eyes leaned closer to the tiny gears and screws. People talked about him. They said he was lonely. They said his son lived in the city with a good job. They said no one was there to help him anymore. But the old man came every morning, unlocked the shop, sat on the same stool, and fixed watches, slowly, carefully, as if time still mattered. One day, Kishan stopped outside the shop, not to ask for work, not to ask for money, just to talk. They spoke about small things, the weather, the street, the people passing by. Then, without being asked, Kishan picked up a box and placed it closer, handed a screwdriver when the old man reached, held things steady when the hands trembled. He didn't take over. He didn't instruct. He just assisted, quietly. Soon, it became routine. Kishan would come by, stand beside the counter, watch, learn, help when asked. The old man didn't have to get up as often, didn't have to stretch, didn't have to strain. They ate together sometimes. Simple food, shared without ceremony. One day, the old man laughed and said, "You work here like an assistant. I will kick you out if you don't take this." He held out some money. Kishan hesitated, then smiled and accepted, not because he demanded it, but because it was offered. One afternoon, Kishan asked gently, "Why doesn't your son come to live with you?" The old man smiled, not sadly, not bitterly, just softly. "He wants me to come to the city," he said. "But what would I do there? I have spent my whole life here, fixing watches, sitting in this shop, talking to people." He paused. "I am happy for him. He worked hard. It would be selfish of me to ask him to leave everything and come back. Wouldn't it?" Kishan nodded. He didn't reply. He just understood. Days passed. They became close. Not in words, in rhythm. Then one day, the old man fell sick. His son came from the city, stayed with him, took care of him. Before resting, the old man handed Kishan the shop keys. "You already know how to fix watches," he said. "Run the shop for a few days." Kishan did. Every morning, every evening, and after closing, he would go to check on the old man, quietly, without being asked. One morning, Kishan opened the shop as usual, and saw the old man standing outside, with his son, a suitcase beside them. The old man smiled. I'm going with him now, he said. And the shop is yours. Kishan froze. He pushed the keys back. No, I can't take this. The old man shook his head. I was going to sell it, he said, with a heavy heart. But then you walked into my door without any expectation, and everything changed. He looked at Kishan. You helped without credit. You learned without asking. You stayed without claiming. You gave me peace. The son stepped forward. Because of you, he said, my father can come with me without feeling like he is leaving his life behind. Kishan's eyes filled. He didn't speak. He just held the keys. Some people spend their whole lives trying to be seen, and some people live without ever trying. Kishan never asked to be important. He never asked to be noticed. He never asked to be remembered. He just helped because he was there. And the old man didn't give his shop away. He trusted someone with it. Because for the first time, he could leave without worry. Nothing in this story was planned. Nothing was calculated. Nothing was demanded. It happened because two people behaved with quiet decency. And sometimes, that is enough for life to respond. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just in its own way.